Imagine a young man with his whole life ahead of him. He works hard in school, attempts a 4.0 GPA, plays football, basketball, and baseball, cares and loves for his family best that he can, dreams of being a teacher, an architect, and even a high school football coach. Sounds like a great person, has his whole life ahead of him. But what if I told you that same young man has 2 felonies, 3 unaccounted for thefts, he's almost been expelled from school twice, was on probation until he was 18, sells dope and coke on the side to support his family, and was 1 citation away from juvie. So think this is a good person? Would you hire this man to work for your company? Most people would say no, but very few would say yes. And a lot of this is based on the fact that he has a criminal record, not the fact that he can perform the job or is fit for the position. But if he has no steady income, how is he supposed to support himself or even his family? Having a criminal record can majorly affect a person's image, their opportunities, increase poverty and crime, and eventually destroy our economy. But there's still many who don't believe that. Even the slightest mistake with the law can start your criminal record. According to Brennan Center of Justice, by the age of 23, 1 in 3 Americans are arrested. And also, the number of people with a criminal record is equal to the number of people with a bachelor's degree. When you turn 18, your record is so-called cleared, but most companies can do a deep background check that shows everything you've done in your entire life. And once you get in trouble with the law, it's input to a computer and it stays there forever. Once you have a criminal record, you're seen as a felon. Once you're seen as a felon, a lot of opportunities in the workforce and in school are taken away from you. A lot of things like being a teacher, working in childcare, working in the medical field, law enforcement, or even finance is not possible. And let's say you really get in trouble and you go to jail for, I don't know, a few weeks, months, maybe even years. Once you're released, they don't give you nothing but the clothes you had on your back and whatever you had in your pockets. They don't give you no ride home, no news on what you might have missed while you were in there, and especially no support to get you back on your feet. But with limited opportunities now with the criminal record, how are you supposed to support yourself? According to the New York University School of Law, and I quote, it says, at some point, a job seeker with an arrest record might just stop asking for applications altogether, resigning to the uncertain future of the informal labor market, more willing to suffer through financial insecurity than the embarrassment of being continually rejected. Basically, what they're saying is most people are going to have to go and fight for survival, is what we like to call it. A lot of people turn to things such as robbery, theft, and slinging, which are all street ways of making money just to support themselves. And all these things can lead to more marks on your criminal record and jail time. Having no job in our today's society pretty much puts you in your poverty category. And with all the crimes that I already had mentioned, these really increase our crime rates and eventually is destroying our economy. But one thing to remember is that having no job and a criminal record is not an excuse to commit crimes. Most of us are taught at a very young age basic morals about, don't lie, don't steal, but before that none of us knew any better. So all those young people out there, young boys and girls, they may see people that they know, family members, doing some of these things and they might think it's okay. They don't know the effects that a crime has on you later on in life. It's just like monkey see, monkey do. A lot of people also think that we all have an equal chance at life, making it being successful. We all strive to be rich, successful people, all well known, but that's not the case every time. Most people, a good example is education. Education, it plays a huge role usually in your success. So a lot to do with education is money. There's some schools you can pay for a better education, such as private schools or even a better college. Not a lot of people have that. Another thing is GPA. Some people don't have a certain GPA, you're not allowed to go to certain schools. And those people who aren't allowed to go to those schools are put at people that are supposedly in their level, which is lower level schools. And this, I don't think, is very fair to many people because they won't get the same opportunities or privileges as a lot of these other people who have the GPA, who have the education, and also have the money to support them. There's also the thought that people who have a criminal record will repeat themselves, repeat their actions. I believe that this is very false. This is unfair. You should not judge a person by their past because their past is not their future. You don't know why they did what they did, or even if they were pressured into it. No one is innocent, and we all deserve a second chance. So I hope that you can see that it is pretty hard living with a criminal record. It takes away a lot of opportunities, puts a lot of people in poverty, and is just destroying our economy. And not a lot of people are doing anything to change that. So I hope that you can see that felon or not, we're all equal, and we're all just human.